gonna take a trip in the good old gospel ship. I'm going far beyond the sky. I'm gonna shout and sing until...
Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's get on with our program. How many here today are familiar with the Kingsmen quartet from years back? Still going? Well, we've got a guest today here that was their tenor singer, I think for about 10 years. Brother Garry Sheppard, a comedian in his own right. I think he missed his calling. He should be a comedian also. I'm sure he's going to tell you a story or two. So make welcome this time Brother Garry Sheppard.
Thank you, thank you.
Sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansion bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout to victory. Pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when traveling days are over, not a shadow, not a sigh. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout victory. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout victory. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout to victory. Why, thank you. I used to be Garry Sheppard. That's what I hear every place I go now. Didn't you used to be Garry Sheppard? And I tell them yes. And they say, what happened to that little bitty fella? And I say, I ate him. We're coming off the Thanksgiving season, and I'm telling you what, I went through 2-3 pairs of fatty pants, and now we're moving right into Christmas and eggnog. I'm ready for it again. And I'm happy to be here. Like I say, the Christmas season is right around the corner. Let me change my mind here a little bit. I got to get my glasses on to see what I'm doing. I can't get my glasses on to see what I'm doing. I got to change the page here. When I was a kid growing up, I grew up out in Missouri. I'm originally about 150 miles from St. Louis and out in Mark Twain National Forest. I grew up a lot with my grandma. I loved my grandma. When Christmas season starts rolling around, that's one of the people I miss the most is my grandma. She used to let me crawl up in her lap and play with that flab underneath her arm. I did. I loved my grandma. On good days, she'd let me trim her mustache. I loved my grandma. But anyway, she cooked me this stuff called cocoa gravy. Do y'all know what cocoa gravy is? Now, a lot of people don't know what cocoa gravy is. You got to travel around, but it's chocolate gravy. And it had about 9 cups of sugar in it and half a stick of butter, and you sop it up with those cat head biscuits. Whew, that would set you free. It was good. And staying with my grandma, I was a TV junkie, and we only had 3 channels on the television station. We had 3, 5, and 2 out of KTVI out of St. Louis, and I was the remote control because I stood there and turned the antenna, depending on why to get the stations to come in. And when I was growing up, our television was a little different. We had pretty good shows that would come on, and what would set them apart is every show that would come on television, it would have a theme song that used to come on, and you'd know what the television show was going to be. And after I got grown up, I started thinking about all the places I've traveled around and sang, and I got to thinking, all about the different denominations. And I got to thinking, now wouldn't it be funny if every different denomination had their own theme song, so we could tell who they were before we ever met them. And I took those shows off those old television shows, and I wrote words and music to what I thought each denomination might say. Now, if I don't get yours, it's not because I don't love you. I just couldn't get it to rhyme, okay? So here we go. Some of you will remember some of this. I'm a Nazarene and proud to say, clean living is the only way. When the roll is called, I'll be surprised to see anyone there who isn't a Nazarene. One way to heaven, okay, sanctification's the way. Oh, what a life to be saved and sanctified. Come on, be a Nazarene. Yeah, Nazarene, that's a good one. All right, here we go. You might like this one here. Here you go, help me out. We're crazy and we're kooky, we get a little goofy. Sometimes we're pretty spooky, Assemblies of God. Some people, they make fun because we talk in tongues, but I'm glad that I'm one, Assemblies of God. Not a fanatic, I'm just charismatic, Assemblies of God. Yeah, I can talk about them because I are one, that's right. Here we go. These folks are a little different. Mayberry RFD. Warms your heart. I don't care what the others say. I go to church on Saturday. I don't care what the whole world does. I know when the Sabbath was. Saturday. 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 That's the Seventh-day Adventist way. A little strange, you see, but when you're in church, I'm watching my TV. You've already missed the whole first half, so who gets the last laugh? Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. That's the Seventh-day Adventist way. Here's a story about some people who had a method for everything. Now they believe in baptizing, but not in submerging. They said it only takes a sprinkle to hold them under, just ain't worth the risk. They towel them off without a wrinkle, and that's how we all became a Methodist. A Methodist, a Methodist. That's how we all became a Methodist. Yeah, it's a good one there. Here's the anthem. CHURCHOFGOD, Church of God, no more makeup, Church of God, oh jewelry too. Forever we will wear our hairdos high, 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 high. Run the aisles, jump the pews, swing from chandeliers. CHURCHOFGOD, hey! Yeah. How many Baptists we got out there? Oh, yeah. I'm going to get you here. Baptist, I'm a Baptist, and I'll be one for eternity. I can't lose my salvation, for I have eternal security. And I'm not like the other ones per se, who have to get saved every other day, 'cause I'm a Baptist, once a Baptist. I'll be one for all, you'll be one for all, we'll be one for all time. I'm a Baptist. My daddy was a Baptist. My grandma and grandpa are Baptist. I'm a Baptist, and I'll be a Baptist till the day I die. I'm a Baptist. Woo! Sit right back, don't be left cast out. Hope I name you one and all. Because if you love Jesus, there's no doubt you're in the family of God. We all may worship him differently. I'm not saying who's right or wrong, but the love of God will never be seen if we all can't get along. If we all can't get along. So there's Catholics, there's Lutheran, holiness, we're a little odd. There's Church of Christ, no music, Brother and Wesleyan, all in the family of God. Hey, have you ever wondered what the words to Bonanza was? When I was a kid growing up, I always wondered what what the words to Bonanza was. So I wrote the words to Bonanza, and here they go on this one right here. Come on, don't you want to be a Christian? Come on, don't you want to go to heaven with me? Come on, don't you want to be a Christian? Get saved today, that's the only way that you get to go to heaven with me. Heaven, yes, the devil, no. Come on now, let's go. Come on, don't you want to be a Christian? Come on, don't you want to go to heaven with me? Be a Christian, get saved. And that's it. You've been in this thing a long time, and it gets gooder and gooder, as they say back there in Oaks, Missouri. I owe one person my whole entire life. Once I was lost in my sin and confusion, seeking for someone to show me the way. Then Jesus found me, and all things around me were changed when I knelt to pray. Yes, we do.
You know, Gary, I wanted to catch you just for a second here, too. You're pretty humble about the path that you have taken. You've been with a couple of really great groups. I understand that you are in the Hall of Fame, Christian Hall of Fame, Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Is that right?
Yeah, that's great.
If you can do this in about 30 seconds, how long and where's this journey really taken you? 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds. Started when I was 16 years old, singing in local groups at home, and friends got me started in it. And at the age of 16, joined that, formed my own group at the age of 19. Won the National Quartet Convention Contest, 81, 83. Was going group called the Praisemen, and thought we were going to go full-time, and circumstances changed that. In 1983, joined the Kingsmen. Sang with them from 83 to 93, left them, got out of gospel music, started to help start a church, and then came back to Nashville, joined Perfect Heart. Was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame in 2000 with the Kingsmen, not on my own, but with the Kingsmen. And the journeys, then soloed for 11 years after that, and started having my family, and got gainful employment, and I got a secular job and just got out of it altogether. I had thought in my heart that I had accomplished, not in me, but everything that God wanted me and allowed me to do. So it was time to get out of it. But when Chloe came along, I wanted to get back. So now we're on a new journey, and we just don't know where that's going to take us. So just wherever God leads us.
Well, we're going to be watching.
I hope that helped in 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that'll wear you out. My grandma used to vow, she'd say, son, one way or the other, I'm going to get that tomfoolery out of you. It's the last thing I do. She went on to be with Jesus, and I'm still acting up. But most of you know when I come up here, I bring my daughter with me. Chloe won't let me sing this song when she's with me. And I'll show you why here in a few minutes. I have two wonderful children at home. I have two wonderful children because I don't want three. I have a 25-year-old girl. She's about to get married in March. Her name is Chloe, and I have a 22-year-old son named Cameron, who's a spitting image of me. So pray for him, that he'll grow out it. But I'll end with this song here. And like I said, for all those of you who have a daughter, special places in your heart for daughters. Don't know what it is about them. She got me right there. I remember how she loved her stuffed animals. Hide and seek was a game we used to play. I'd rock her to sleep in my favorite recliner. Her first baby steps, I remember those days. Her life still coming at me now in stages. There are things that haven't happened to her yet. There's no way that she will ever remember all the things that I will never forget. I remember the first time she called me Dada. How proud I was. She said it again. I recall what all she got for her first Christmas. When we'd walk together, she would hold my hand. Now she's growing up and going through the changes. Like all dads, there are times she makes me fret. There's no way she will ever remember That first time she smiled at me. She smiled at me. 'Cause I'll remember that until my dying day. I remember her first day in kindergarten, when I pulled her first tooth. Mercy, how she cried. That first time I ever caught her stealing cookies, all that chocolate around her mouth told me she lied. She's her daddy's girl and nothing's gonna change it. Safe to say she won't grow up to be perfect. There's no way she will ever remember all the things that I will never forget. Hug those kids, love them all. Merry Christmas. I want to tell you the funniest story happened to me just a few minutes ago. True life is always, there was a gentleman, he's not here, they left, he and his wife. Oh, there he is, right there. He was standing back there just a few minutes ago, and he said, do you know what, when you started singing, you're a dead ringer for Garry Sheppard that used to sing with the Kingsmen. You look just like Squeaky. I said, are you teasing me? He said, no. I said, I used to be Garry Sheppard. I get that a lot, so don't you feel bad about it. That happens all the time. I used to be Garry Sheppard, and while we're doing, I'm going to introduce, for people that don't know, this is my lovely daughter right here. Her name is Chloe. Hello. We've been 25 years in the making, and so this is our group. And if that sound man will hit the button, we'll feature her on this old standard called Journey Now. I wouldn't take nothing from a Journey Now. Here we go. Sing it pretty.
Well, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. Gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tried to turn me around. He's offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want, worldly fame. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. Well, I traveled for the Lord many years ago. I had a lot of sorrow and I had a lot of grief and woe. But when I would stumble, then I would humble down. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. Well, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. I gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tried to turn me around. He's offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want, and worldly fame. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Oh, there's nothing in this world that could ever take the place of God's love. All the silver and gold couldn't buy a touch from above. When my soul needs healing and I need to feel His power, so I can say thank the Lord, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. I gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tried to turn me around. He's offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want, and worldly fame. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Well, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. I gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts me and he tried to turn me around. He's offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want, the worldly fame. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. If I could still, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now.
Amen. Thank Thank you, thank you. That guy back there in the hoodie's looking at me like he don't come trying to figure me out. That's all right, son. I've had that all my life. I've had people say thank you, ma'am, till I'm about sick of it. Here's a great, great song. We hope it'll be a blessing to you. He is an amazing God. We serve an amazing Savior. Amazing God.
The answer might seem simple when everything else crumbles. One thing has remained through all the years. I still serve an amazing God. He's been with me every mile my weary feet have trod. The God who parted waters still makes a way today. He's always brought me through my troubled seas. The one who calms the oceans, whose words could calm the tempest. He's my bread of life, and He's my peace. I still serve an amazing God. He's been with me every mile my weary feet have trod. He still cares. He still hears. He's still mending broken hearts and drying tears. This whole world is bound to change, but I'm glad I know the one who always stays the same. And my song shall ever be amazing God is still amazing me. Thank you
so much. Have you made your preparation for the banquet he's prepared? Friend, you've got your invitation. Promise me that you'll be there. Can't you hear the master say, friend, it's time to celebrate. Meet me at the table just inside the gate. Meet me at the table at the breaking of the bread. Meet me over yonder
where the millions will be fed.
Come and join the celebration. Heaven's wedding bells will ring. Meet me at the table of the King. All right, help us out just a little bit here. There's a way that you can make it, though old Satan says don't try. Make the promise, then don't break it, that you'll meet me by and by. Keep your lamps all trimmed and burning with no shadow of a doubt. For the bridegroom is returning, don't let the lamp go out. Meet me at the table at the breaking of the bread. Meet me over yonder
where the millions will be fed.
Come and join the celebration. Heaven's wedding bells will ring. Meet me at the table of the King. Meet me at the table at the breaking of the bread. Meet me over yonder
where the millions will be fed.
Come and join the celebration. Heaven's wedding bells will ring. Meet me at the table of the King. Meet me at the table